back to my channel. So this is a Fossil Friday, but technically not about fossils. So there's going to be plenty of rocks, but these rocks are a little bit different to the usual. So I've recently been in Canada and Alaska, and hence the hat. I have just graduated as well. So it has been such a hectic 2 months for me, and thank you for all being so patient with me. I've just kind of been basically trying to get my life all together because I was studying abroad, so coming back to England and graduating and, you know, traveling and working, it's just been very chaotic but incredible. So I thought I'd do kind of like an update and a little bit of a show and tell video for you all. So that's what today's video is, so I hope you enjoy. Now I'm going to take this hat off because this tassel is now getting a little bit annoying in my face, but yes, a tassel worth the hassle. So I'm officially a master's. Or I have a master's. There we go. That was embarrassing for someone who has a master's. But I'm not quite sure on whether I will further my education to a PhD yet. I am looking into them, but I think for me the next step is to have a little bit of a break. I'm actually going to be focusing on my channel a little bit, and I want to kind of branch that into more museums and more outreach and just really like share a lot of collections with you guys and kind of show geology and paleontology as a whole subject and just really explore that avenue whilst also having a little bit of a mental break from all my studies because it's been a long time now. So thank you all for your well wishes. Yeah, I did it. I did it. It's yeah, quite, I'm still like adjusting because I only graduated last week, so it's still very new. But yeah, it's been an amazing 2 years. Difficult at times with COVID, but wouldn't change it. So I'm now going to show you some rocks that I've recently found. So I was exploring Yukon, British Columbia, Alaska for a good 6 weeks and limited on luggage unfortunately, but I did pick up a few bits and bobs. So I thought, who's going to want to see those? All of you guys. So here is a gorgeous copper stained rock, and look at that blue. Like, it's just incredible. Like, for me, the colours of this, I literally saw it from outside, like I was in a helicopter. Bit of a crazy 6 weeks, I must admit. So we were flying over glaciers and just amazing terrain, and you could see just the copper stained rocks. Like, you can just see that blue and that turquoise, and it's a memory that I think I'll just keep forever. It was incredible. But you can see I managed to get quite a chunk home with me, and it is just gorgeous. Like, the colours, I feel like my camera is not even doing them justice. It is just amazing. So I got a piece like that. Then sticking with the copper staining, I got more of a kind of green rather than a blue. So this is edging into the malachites, so you can see just how green that is. And it's only a small piece, but the colour is amazing. It's literally like the colour of these leaves. There's pretty much no colour difference. It's incredible. And then I also picked up just jasper. Like, it was just so funny for me to just see like jasper lying around. So I'm going to try and polish up these pieces in future videos. So you can see, look at the banding in that. I'll lick it for you guys because that's what us geologists do. Look at that, like that polished up. I think it's just an incredible piece. You can really see the colours, and compared to like, I mean, just the variety. So I'm edging into my minerals a little bit. Like, I'm still obsessed with fossils and always will be, but oh, it's literally like the red of my top and the green of the leaves. Matching. But they're just gorgeous, gorgeous colours in those. And then I also found, so my mineralogy is limited, but I think this is garnets. But it's like a greeny brown. You guys can correct me, but the crystals are gorgeous in this. Like, look at that. It's just, I mean, it was just amazing to be seeing like such different rocks to what I'm used to, and 6 weeks just wasn't long enough to actually take it all in. It was just amazing. Then I found this really weird piece. Like, I think this is just calcite, but it's got a really, like, it's really orange, but it's awesome. It's almost like a resin or a sap. It reminds me of amber, but it's definitely not, but it is so cool. Look at that. Beautiful. And then I did find some sulfides as well, so I've got some amazing, I've got like a bag of goodies down here, so I found some amazing chalcopyrite. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. Now, this chunk weighs a ton. I could literally use this as weights. But look at the colour in this piece. It is so golden. Like, it's amazing. So I don't know if there's a way I can turn this whole lump this colour. I think there would be. Like, look at that. Is that not just the coolest thing? This weighs so many kilograms though. Like, this was, I mean, the safest way of getting this back was in my hand luggage, because I'm pretty sure this comes up on their security scanner as a lump of metal. And yeah, they're a little bit curious about that. So by putting it in my hand luggage and being with it, if there is any issues, I was able to just kind of make sure they weren't issues. But yeah, always be careful with collecting rocks. Make sure you are collecting where you have permission and crossing borders with them. Yeah, do your research first. So I got that one. Then I think this is a nice cross section of a piece of calcite. Ah, yeah. So it broke, but you can really see the crystal structure. Look at that. Isn't that, it's just so cool. So you can see, well, you can kind of see, like on the outside, they were kind of like these just very weathered crystals like this. But then on the inside, it's so clear. It's just gorgeous. So I do have the other half of this as well somewhere. But almost on the outside, it kind of looks like dragon skin. Like, it's just such a cool texture of the calcite. And I've not actually seen it before, because obviously all the minerals come in so many different forms and varieties depending on the conditions they have. And I'm only just like scratching the surface with like kind of the different types that I've seen. And it's just so cool to see. So that's that. And then I have some more little bits and bobs in here. So we've got some more just lovely sulfides. So you can see like the golden. Is it going to focus? Ah, there you go. Like, look at that. Just so much going on. But it's just so fun to find these. And then I think these are just little bits and bobs I picked up. Oh yeah, some nice bits of quartz, I think. So we've got, you can see them in there, just the nice like crystal structures. And then last but not least, oh, this is quite a sparkly one. Still not gold, unfortunately. I was in the right areas, but didn't find a nugget. Not this time. I'm sure I'll be back. But this does have, look how sparkly this one is. Don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but it glistens so much. Look at that. And then even though I'm not showing any fossils, I am repping an ammonite belt, so it's still a Fossil Friday. But no, it's more of just a show and tell rock Friday, but I thought I'd post it on the usual schedule. So I'm hoping now, like, touch wood, it's probably the famous last words, but I'm hoping now that I will be able to get back into the routine of Fossil Fridays and work with some English institutions and potentially abroad, you know, just put that one out there, and get lots more content for you guys on a regular basis now that my master's finished, because obviously that's where my mind was for the past few months. So I'm really excited to kind of get back into all of this and yeah, share some awesome content with you all. So thank you again for being patient. I hope you're all doing well and enjoyed this little show and tell of what I found in Canada and Alaska. It was a lot of fun. But look after yourselves. Follow me on Instagram as well if you'd like to see photos of my adventures and things I found. I will be back in the routine of posting on there regularly as well. So yeah, thank you again, and hopefully I'll see you next week.